Hey, what's going on guys? Butterbar here. Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you guys are all having a great day today. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about one thing that I did not put in my previous video. My previous video was lessons learned from Modern Warfare, and that was pretty much just talking about the good and the bad from Modern Warfare game, for the game almost being a year old. And there was actually one thing I forgot to mention. So the whole premise of the video was just talking about stuff that I enjoyed and stuff that I didn't like, and hopefully in the end goal of hopefully Black Ops Cold War not being able to hit the bad issues, but able to fix some of the bad issues that Modern Warfare had run into, and actually keep up with the good that Modern Warfare was able to bring me as a player when I'm playing this game. I doubt that'll be the case, but there's at least one thing I forgot to mention in that video. One thing it wasn't until I actually got done making the video that I was like, oh my god, I never even addressed this or talked about it whatsoever in that video. So today, we're going to talk about that. And it's going to be talking about hacking and cheating in Modern Warfare that still, to this day, has not really been addressed as much as it probably should. Now, I know Activision has gone crazy with, deactivating accounts, banning accounts and whatnot, but if you guys don't know, it's actually really easy to actually create a whole new account and still be able to use the hacks that somebody buys on their PC. I know, again, Activision as well is going after the business that has been selling those hacks and whatnot, but it's still, to this day, one of the things that just brings Modern Warfare down to a crawl, really, when it comes to players wanting to play Warzone, Ground War, wherever you might be at. You are going to be experiencing hackings. I would say probably in Warzone is where it is the most, devastating, where a lot of people are running into hacks day in, day out, and that mostly has to go with the crossplay between PC and console players playing against each other, and people running into it constantly all the time, because when it comes to playing these game modes, you have to have crossplay enabled, especially for Ground War. One mode that I play a lot, you have to have crossplay enabled, and actually in order to play Ground War. And it's kind of funny to know that there's a lot of noise and talk about how, there's a lot of players playing Modern Warfare, but you actually have to have crossplay and able to play some of these game modes, which is, to me, it's like, if there's a lot of players, why do I have to play with crossplay? It's a very weird thing. Anyway, let me actually show you the example of cheating and hacking that I actually ran into today, which was glitching into the map and getting killed that way. To me, again, game's almost a year out, and we haven't addressed this, so let me show you guys what I'm talking about, and I would love to know if you guys have actually ran into this situation before.
Friendly people get on station. Friendly UAV online.
So, yeah, that blew me away, noticing that I got killed from somebody that was hacking, or at least glitching into the wall. Like, similar to what my Wilson is doing right now, which is just kind of having a stroke or seizure in the middle of this Ground War match. So, to me, it's just, look, the game's damn near a year old, and the fact that we still have people glitching into the wall. I mean, I'm still, right now, as you're watching this gameplay, my Wilson has no idea what the hell it's doing, and I'm just not understanding, like, why have we not fixed some of these issues that we're running into? I mean, clearly, people have been talking about this day in, day out sometimes when it comes to hacking and cheating in this game. I mean, hell, I still even recently been seeing videos of people talking about hacking and cheating still being an issue in Warzone and other game modes, and still nothing has been talked about. So why is that the case? Why is it that we still have not heard anything? And I have no idea. I'm not sure. I understand that they're trying to do their best they possibly can to find, exactly what they're doing, exactly the methods that they're doing, finding the programs, finding the businesses that have been selling the hacks and whatnot, but it still just doesn't seem like it's just enough whatsoever for them to stop and to be able to ruin, or to at least improve the experience that's being ruined by all these hackers and people that are just kind of cheating in the game. I mean, look, it doesn't matter who you are. If you're trying to hack and cheat and ruin the experience of other players, it's just not one of those things that it's great in a multiplayer experience. I'm all for that. You know what? You play a single player game, you want to have some hack on, you have a cheat on. I mean, Grand Theft Auto cheats enabled. Oh my god, you just go to town. It's when you actually get into these first-person shooter, competitive shooting games, and you're playing against other players, and it completely just drains the mood of the multiplayer experience. And still, with a game damn near being a year old, not a whole lot's been addressed. Now, I will say this. I mean, you go back to other Call of Duty games out there, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, 3, all these other things. You're still going to have hacks in there. I mean, still to this day, the old Call of Duty games out there still have hack lobbies and stuff like that. So it's not like a new issue whatsoever that's come to the Call of Duty series. And it should be known that's an issue. I mean, like, as the game gets older, more hacks are going to be brought in, more cheating is going to be brought in. But still, I mean, for Modern Warfare still being like a pretty hot game, I would say, and with the continuation of Warzone into Black Ops Cold War, it's gonna be a huge issue if stuff like this is not being addressed. And I don't think just banning straight accounts is the thing. Now, I don't know if you guys don't know this as well. So not only are you players on PC are able to actually buy these hacks, which is the wall hacks, no recoil, all these different things. It's a crazy laundry list of different hacks that people can buy to influence their gameplay in Modern Warfare. But there's actually a thing called a Cronus Max that you can actually buy for your consoles for people that are playing on PlayStation and Xbox, where it actually just eliminates the recoil from your weapons. It is the craziest thing. Look up Cronus Max. It is ridiculous to know that not only are we dealing with cheating on the PC, but even when it comes to consoles, it's still, again, one of those things that are just... I just can't believe that people are wanting... I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I do understand that people are going to be wanting to cheat in games. I mean, don't get me... I know the human ability and human habits and whatnot and how really crappy humans are. But it just sucks that, for wanting a fair gaming experience, wanting to have a fun gaming experience, it's still one of those things that we're still dealing with almost a year out. So I'm really trying to think of what exactly Activision could do about it. I know they're still trying to go after that company, going after the company that is selling these hacks to PC players, and I would say selling a lot of them, because you watch any COD streamer, Dr. Disrespect, anybody out there to where you're watching the gameplay that they're doing, it is insane to know of just seeing how bad some of the hacking is. I mean, hell, I think even on Twitter somebody posted wall hacking. I think it was Thunder actually posted this wall hacking where just scanning this entire building length, and on the other side there was another guy right there after going through the building, and there he was. Like, the hacks knew exactly where this person was. So look, I get Activision's kind of in I guess I would say trying their best, but hell, I have no idea at this point for it still kind of being an issue and still going on. I think they're going to still try to go after the company that is selling the hacks to the PC. I guess they're going to continue to keep trying to ban accounts on PC as well, but still, I mean, that's half measures, I would say, because people can still create accounts. Like, just because you ban an account doesn't mean somebody's actually able to actually create another account and get in there. So I think something definitely needs to be looked at when it comes to anti-cheating for Modern Warfare, and to be able to fix this and address it, because it is just crazy to know that not only is it affecting console players when it comes to actual things like the Cronus Max that people can buy to actually affect and change their gaming experience, to be able to not really have much recoil whatsoever when it comes to playing and using some of the weapons in the game, which recoil is a big thing. I guess if you really don't have to adjust for recoil and you don't have to learn the recoil experience, I mean, damn, everything's a laser beam, you don't really have to worry about anything. Still, the same thing goes for the PC players when it comes to, the hacks that people are able to buy, whether it being no recoil, wall hacking, being able to see people through things. It's just ridiculous to know of all the stuff that's out there that I wish I would address during my lessons learned video. It's still one of those things. It's just the biggest detriment whatsoever. I mean, it's the biggest detriment for this game, because Warzone's wanting to be a competitive game mode. I mean, hell, to this day, there's still tournaments running on, going on with Warzone, and with the continuation of this game with Warzone into Black Ops Cold War. If it's not addressed, I don't think it's ever going to be addressed. When the other game comes out, I don't think this issue is going to be addressed, and that's the whole thing. It's like, I want improvements done to Modern Warfare so it's addressed in Black Ops Cold War. So where if you make improvements in Modern Warfare, you don't have to do that in Black Ops Cold War, because you've already learned the lesson and you're already addressing the issue for Black Ops Cold War and addressing that issue that players have with the game. So, guys, let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think about hacking? What do you guys think about the cheating thing that's kind of going on with Modern Warfare? Again, almost a year out, and this game still has the biggest issue, the biggest detriment going on in the game. So, let me know in the comments below if you guys run into it. What do you guys think about the huge issue, Cronus Max, as well as hacking that you can buy on PC? So, let me know in the comments below, guys. Have a great rest of the day, and I will look forward to talking to you guys all next time.